Estimating the cost of a mixed-use building project requires careful consideration of several factors. These factors influencing the cost include the size and complexity of the project, location and market conditions, materials and labor costs, and permitting and construction fees. Based on recent market data for similar projects in Southern California, the estimated cost per square foot for a 50,000 square foot mixed-use building with subterranean parking is approximately $250 to $300 per square foot on the low end, and $400 to $500 per square foot on the high end. Let's break down the estimated costs further. Site development is estimated at $25 to $50 per square foot. Subterranean parking is estimated at $50 to $80 per square foot. The retail level is estimated at $120 to $180 per square foot. The office level is estimated at $140 to $200 per square foot, and the condo level is estimated at $180 to $250 per square foot. Based on the estimated cost per square foot and the building size, the total estimated cost for this project is approximately $12.5 million to $15 million on the low end and $20 million to $25 million on the high end. This is just an estimate, and actual costs may vary depending on specific project details. It is recommended to consult with experienced commercial contractors and cost estimators for a more accurate estimate. Additional factors that can affect cost include the use of sustainable materials, unique architectural features, and unforeseen site conditions. When planning a mixed-use building, several key elements require meticulous attention to ensure the project's success and alignment with financial goals. Firstly, the size and complexity of the project are paramount. A larger, more intricate design with unique architectural features will naturally incur higher costs due to increased material requirements, specialized labor, and extended construction timelines. Secondly, the location and prevailing market conditions exert a significant influence on project expenses. Construction costs can vary widely depending on the region, availability of skilled labor, and the demand for commercial and residential spaces. Thirdly, material and labor costs are critical components of the overall budget. Fluctuations in the prices of building materials, as well as variations in labor rates, can substantially impact the total cost. Continuous monitoring of these factors is essential for accurate cost projections. Fourthly, permitting and construction fees are unavoidable expenses that must be factored into the budget. These fees can vary depending on local regulations and the complexity of the project's compliance requirements. Accurate estimates of these costs are necessary to avoid unexpected financial burdens. Based on recent market data for similar projects in Southern California, the estimated cost per square foot for a 50,000 square foot mixed-use building with subterranean parking can be broken down into several key components. The low-end estimate ranges from $250 to $300 per square foot, while the high-end estimate ranges from $400 to $500 per square foot. These ranges provide a preliminary understanding of the potential financial scope of the project. Site development costs, which include excavation, grading, and utility connections, are estimated at $25 to $50 per square foot. These costs can vary depending on the condition of the site and the extent of necessary preparations. Subterranean parking, a common feature in urban mixed-use buildings, adds significant expense, estimated at $50 to $80 per square foot. The construction of underground parking structures requires specialized engineering and construction techniques, contributing to the higher cost. The retail level, typically located on the ground floor, is estimated at $120 to $180 per square foot. These costs encompass the construction of storefronts, interior finishes, and essential infrastructure for retail operations. The office level, situated above the retail space, is estimated at $140 to $200 per square foot. The cost includes the build-out of office spaces, installation of necessary utilities, and compliance with commercial building codes. The condo level, which provides residential units, is estimated at $180 to $250 per square foot. This includes the construction of individual condo units, installation of residential amenities, and adherence to housing regulations. When considering the total estimated cost, it is crucial to account for both the low-end and high-end projections. Based on the estimated cost per square foot and the building size, a total estimated cost for this project ranges from $12.5 million to $15 million in the low end and $20 million to $25 million in the high end. These figures serve as a comprehensive financial benchmark for the project. It is important to recognize that these figures are estimates, and actual costs may fluctuate based on specific project details. Consulting with experienced commercial contractors and cost estimators is strongly recommended to obtain a more precise and reliable estimate. Additionally, several factors can significantly influence the final cost. The use of sustainable materials, while beneficial for environmental reasons, can increase material expenses. Unique architectural features, such as custom designed or complex structural elements, can add to the construction costs. Unforeseen site conditions, such as soil instability or hidden underground obstacles, can also result in additional expenses. To ensure accurate budgeting and financial planning, a detailed cost breakdown should be performed. This breakdown should include all aspects of the project from initial site preparation to final interior finishes. Regular communication with contractors and cost estimators is essential to monitor expenses and make informed decisions throughout the construction process. By carefully considering all relevant factors and seeking expert advice, project stakeholders can effectively manage costs and successfully complete the mixed-use building project within budget. In addition to the cost factors already mentioned, several other aspects can significantly influence the overall expenses of a mixed-use building project. These include design complexity, material selection, building systems, and regulatory compliance. Design complexity plays a crucial role in determining the cost. A simple, straightforward design will generally be less expensive to construct than a complex design with intricate details or unconventional shapes. The architectural style, the number of corners and angles, and the use of custom elements can all contribute to increased costs. Material selection is another critical factor. The choice of materials for the building's structure, facade, interior finishes, and landscaping can have a significant impact on the budget. High-end materials such as natural stone, exotic woods, or custom-made fixtures will generally be more expensive than standard materials. However, they may also offer superior durability, aesthetics, or energy efficiency, which can result in long-term cost savings. Building systems, including heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, electrical, plumbing, and fire protection, are essential components of any mixed-use building. The complexity and sophistication of these systems can significantly affect the cost. Energy-efficient systems, such as solar panels, geothermal heating, or advanced lighting controls, may have higher upfront costs but can result in lower operating expenses over the life of the building. Regulatory compliance is another important consideration. Mixed-use buildings are subject to a variety of building codes, zoning regulations, and environmental regulations. Compliance with these regulations can require additional design features, construction methods, or materials which can increase the cost. For example, fire sprinkler systems, accessibility features, and stormwater management systems are often required by code. To effectively manage the cost of a mixed-use building project, it is essential to develop a detailed budget and cost control plan. This plan should include a comprehensive breakdown of all project costs, including design fees, permitting fees, construction costs, material costs, labor costs, and contingency funds. The budget should be regularly updated to reflect any changes in design, materials, or market conditions. It is also important to establish a clear process for change management. Any changes to the design or scope of the project should be carefully evaluated to determine their impact on the budget and schedule. All changes should be documented and approved by the project team before they are implemented. Another effective cost control strategy is value engineering. Value engineering involves systematically reviewing the design and construction documents to identify opportunities to reduce costs without sacrificing quality or performance. This can include using alternative materials, simplifying the design, or optimizing the construction methods. Throughout the project, it is important to maintain open communication and collaboration among all members of the project team, including the owner, architect, engineer, contractor, and subcontractors. Regular meetings should be held to discuss progress, identify potential problems, and develop solutions. By working together effectively, the project team can minimize delays, reduce costs, and ensure that the project is completed on time and within budget. Furthermore, consider the phasing of construction. In some cases, it may be advantageous to phase the construction of the mixed-use building. For example, the retail component could be completed first to generate revenue while the office and condo components are still under construction. This can help to offset the overall project costs and reduce the financial risk. Evaluate financing options carefully. Mixed-use building projects can be expensive, so it is essential to explore all available financing options. These may include traditional bank loans, government grants, tax credits, and private equity investments. Choose the financing option that best meets the project's needs and financial goals. Consider the long-term operating costs. In addition to the upfront construction costs, it is important to consider the long-term operating costs of the mixed-use building. These costs can include utilities, maintenance, repairs, insurance, and property taxes. Design the building to be energy efficient and easy to maintain to minimize these costs. Conduct a thorough market analysis. Before starting construction, it is essential to conduct a thorough market analysis to determine the demand for retail, office, and residential space in the area. This analysis should consider factors such as population growth, employment trends, income levels, and competition. The results of the market analysis can help to inform the design and pricing of the building. Secure all necessary permits and approvals. Obtaining all necessary permits and approvals can be a time-consuming and expensive process. It is important to start this process early in the project to avoid delays. Work closely with local government officials to ensure that the project meets all applicable codes and regulations. Hire experienced professionals. Mixed-use building projects are complex and require the expertise of experienced professionals. Hire a qualified architect, engineer, contractor, and property manager to ensure that the project is successful. A comprehensive understanding of these additional factors, combined with meticulous planning and execution, is crucial for the successful completion of a mixed-use building project within budgetary constraints.